Yo, ladies and gents, what's good, what's poppin', Boomer here, and welcome to Decision Efficiency. This is episode 3, and if you guys are curious of what this series is about, check out the first episode here where we break down Beast Mode's gameplay. Before we get into that, I just want to let you guys know that I am a daily streamer over on Twitch. If y'all want to come talk to me or watch me play Rocket League in real time, come stop on over for the vibes. I'm also a coach for Rocket League. If you guys are interested in receiving a one-on-one analysis or session from me, then check out the Patreon and Discord links below. We also officially have memberships on the channel now, so if you guys want early access and exclusive content, check out the join button next to the sub button. Without further ado, let's jump right in. Alright, so we just pulled a random GC3 replay I found today. So we have Samotin, Gab versus Math, Couch, and Memory Lane. So we're just going to pick one of these players to watch from. We're going to do a clean watch through the game. If you guys haven't watched any of my analysis content beforehand, we're just going to do a clean watch through the game, see where the goals come from. And from there, we're going to go and move into breaking down the goals, and we'll talk about the decision efficiency after the fact. So, first goal was kind of interesting there. Post kickoff situation, awkward, like bumps and stuff. There's a lot of goals just being conceded that don't need to be conceded. So, to be fair to these players, it is end of the season, so I'm not sure how serious they are trying in these lobbies. But with that being said, GC3 has been pretty bad. Alright, sorry about that. Let us continue. Alright, double tap opportunity from Memory Lane. Yeah, clean possession here. It's just one of those spots where I feel like they're not looking at the other player and they're just rushing the pop and the setup, because that's what their muscle memory wants them, you know, to do. And in that spot, you can see that a player is like prepped to pre-jump you, so it's like that's a much better pop. He pops it and it leads to a goal. He pops it from a wide angle where you can see both players, and he does it at a certain pace to where neither of them are prepared to jump. They don't have the right angle or the right line to the ball. So we'll talk about all these goals again towards the end of the replay, of course. But interesting touchback there. And I don't know what it is about GC3, but it is a nightmare on kickoffs, it seems, for all these players. I don't know what happens or what goes wrong. I'd say the biggest issue, because I was just playing in these lobbies like a few days ago, the hard cheating needs to stop. Like it's actually terrible. I don't know who's teaching these players to hard cheat. Like I've had multiple lobbies where players are hard cheating, not for the ball. They'll hard cheat to demo the other cheater. Like that is currently what I'm like seeing. And like it's a great idea if the execution is correct, right? Because then if you demo the other player, you win the ball in the boost is the idea. But I've not seen a single player do it correctly, and they always will hard cheat to a detriment, or they get bumped, or they don't know how to take kickoffs correctly. The amount of players I've seen that like lose the kickoff in the opponent's favor and make it harder for their cheater is also pretty ridiculous at the same time. I'd rather players just spill the kickoffs left or right to the mid boosts, like a neutral kickoff, and it's a lot easier to read. Like that's a very good kickoff. Like if you look at this from Samotin's POV, it's pretty clear, you know, that he can win the boost and the ball is not absolutely clanged off the back wall into his net. And it's also easier for the defenders on the other team to see, you know, there's going to be a pretty clear bounce. So that's a very solid kickoff, which I tend to not see when I'm playing in this rank. But and it's just I feel like every rank at its third rank, and it's not just like a new thing because Grand Champ 3 is, you know, somewhat new. Actually, it's not somewhat new anymore. We've had, what, 20 seasons now since free-to-play, but at least for how long I've been playing the game, the third rank in the game, players tend to just lose their game sense. And they play like chickens with their heads cut off because, you know, they're so close to the next rank. And instead of thinking about, like, you know, what the better way and most efficient way to play the game is, they're just going at it. Like these high scoring games are, I hate high scoring games at this rank especially. So, and one of the things that's been like even more annoying is you'll have a lot of players, especially like newer fresh SSLs, who are like trash talking the players who have been at SSL for a very long time. And it's not just, I'm not just speaking from my own experience. I've seen it happen. I think the GC3 players have some of the worst mindset in the game too, because they're so close to the top rank, and they think like, you know, how Rocket League players are with the MMR and the I've seen people like arguing over few digits of elo, like, oh, you're 6 elo beneath me, bro. Like, that kind of stuff needs to stop, man. It's so toxic for the game. I mean, Rocket League's been toxic forever. Who we joking ourselves, but at the same time, man, like, the quality of what Grand Champ 3 is now versus what it was when the game went free to play. GC2 used to be a very competitive rank. All these ranks were adjusted by like 100 elo, if I'm pretty sure, because back in the day, like 1780 to like 1800 was still Grand Champ 2, believe it or not, and SSL was 1975 instead of 1875. So SSL was much more exclusive back in the day, and it was probably some of the best Rocket League seasons I've ever played, seasons 1 through 3, because the only players who would get up into the higher ranks were the players who deserved it. It was either OG players, bubble pros, or professional players. Ranked grinders as well, who have been, you know, grinding the game for a very long time. So it was some of the best quality. But now, because SSL is easier to get, you know, there's boosting in the game, win trading, bots, DDoS, like there's so many other, but at the same time, we're 20 seasons in now, and I feel like the quality of what SSL means has significantly dropped, which you can't blame higher level players, and I'm talking like RLCS professionals and the bubble pro players for egoing players who are in the lower ranges of this rank, because as of right now, how it stands, the only way you would gauge if somebody was a decent player is if they reach into those higher elo ranges, right? So we're talking like 2200 plus, and even then 2200 might get egoed by 2300 and so on and so forth. So I've seen that happen as well. I have friends who are like 2100, 2200, and I've seen them get treated poorly by players who are higher. So it's just so ironic and funny how Rocket League works, but at the same time, I will say, as somebody who's been playing since like the beginning, the quality in what ranked has become is bad practice for aspiring professionals. It truly is. If I was a top 16 RLCS player and I, you know, was training every single day or using ranked, I would only play when other professionals were on the game and scrims. Like that's truly what it would come down to for me. But anyway, we're gonna get into these goals and let's break them down. So we'll watch them from whoever's conceding them's POV, and then we'll see from the opponent's POV what makes it so easy to score. So again, this is like terrible on the cheat. So we have a neutral kickoff, we have a hard cheat, and we're drive challenging this for some odd reason, which is like, I don't even think he's thinking about how this interaction is going to end up. I don't understand why you would just drive. I would rather see him turn his car to the right here and try to take this 50 on the side so that it's a neutral 50 down to the mid boost, and it buys his teammate time to get out of the kickoff and recover. Instead, Samoan is just taking the kickoff and now is losing a big boost battle as well as having to defend a shot on 1 penny. So he's in a panic state. And of course, this is the type of goal that you can see the most at Grand Champ 3 rank, because the post kickoff situations are awful. And then, so talking about damage mitigation, right after there's a mistake, there's always going to be mistakes within Rocket League. There always will be. Otherwise, how else are people going to score? You can still make decisions after. You do not have to domino effect into the worst like decisions, like or into worse decisions than the decision that you or the mistake that you just made. Apologies. So right after this, he should be prioritizing, well, how can I mitigate the damage, or how can I help my teammate in this spot? He flips into the corner and doesn't grab a single penny, not a single pad, to even try to contest this bounce. All he would have to do is either like jump that ball back into the corner or like play it off his own back. Like, it doesn't matter. Buy your teammate time to get a pad or 2 or 3, you know, so that we can get. I apologize. That scared me. One of my my alarm just went off. But yeah, like buy your teammate some time to get some boosts so we can actually play the game. You know, we're concede in Grand Champ 3 rank, you concede so many goals before the first minute of the game. If you guys watch like an RLCS game, you'll notice, obviously there are kickoff goals in RLCS. I'm not going to say there aren't, but majority of the games, the first minute is like usually scoreless. and the players are like feeling each other out. No one's taking risks. And in ranked, you've conceded like 3-4 kickoff goals in your team, and then you type to like your teammate, you'd be like, "Could you please fix your kickoff?" And your teammate would be like, "If you like save it, bot, burger, forfeit." Like, and then they immediately look up your TRN. So that's like what's going on in the game instead of people like actually fixing their kickoffs. Johnny Boy needs to get in here and teach these players how to do kickoffs, bro. It's such a bad thing. But again, post kickoff scenario, let's see what happens. So this is fine. We soft cheat and we play the back boost. And this is one of my number one issues with Grand Champ 3 rank. 100 boost for what? For what? Why do you invite players to shoot the ball on your net? I will never understand this way of thinking or this thought process, because I just don't understand. In this spot, my brain's saying, hey, he had a really heavy touch off the wall. I need to buy time for my teammate to get boost because he just went for the kickoff. So why are we not jumping for this? Why are we not challenging? Why are we giving him free possession? Why are we giving him a free shot? You're conceding all the space. You turn in as if your mind wants you to go and it's telling you to go, and then you second guess yourself and you don't go. And it's a terrible shot too. This is another spot where you can realize he missed. So you don't have to jump anymore. There's no one there to follow him up. His teammate is all the way across the pitch. We jump for this. And then all of a sudden we let the like almost zero boost player bump our teammate and spin out on the post and then touch the ball again. Like what are we doing? This guy has the easiest goal of his life. He goes from grabbing his back boost, drives up the pitch. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, free shot. Like like we're letting these players play free play. Why is no one expecting this player to do this? What is the number one thing that you guys do if you win if you win an opponent's corner boost? What do? You turn and you go again. Because why not? They let you get the corner boost. Why not? Everyone understands that in Rocket League, so why do we not understand this as a defensive concept, that this player is about to go again? And then we're speed flipping. Like, the panic is insane. There hasn't even been an interaction yet. We can chill right here and get onto the line of the shot, block the angle that they have to net, and we're speed flipping like towards the ball. And then let's see the other player's POV, because I'm flaming this guy. It's a team effort in this game. Okay, so we get again. Why go back post here? Why? This is the third problem of GC3, and that's going to the net. Why not keep your momentum across the net here? You can dodge the bump and you can clear the ball to the corner for free possession into the corner, or just anything better than, you know, leaving this ball in the mid and letting them shoot. Like, I don't understand. So I guess well done by the opponents for scoring that, but God, man, it's just like, what is this? What is this? Okay, I'm just gonna wait here. He's got nothing. Parking is another huge problem in today's Rocket League. People will sit under the ball, man. But hey, it works. Why does it work? It works because out of everything that you could do with this ball, this guy thinks the optimal play is to drive it into his opponent. I will never understand that as well. I feel like these players that did not like watch, I don't know if these are new players or OG players or what, but like Flakes would flame these people. If you guys know Flakes, like, why are we hitting it into the opponent? Hit it around him. You know, you can hit it around him. I mean, to be fair, he's trying to 50 to his teammate. Let's see where his teammate went. So we're talking about presence and positioning in the game. You want a good position to where you can follow up whatever interaction your teammate is about to have, right? So where would a prime position be? Maybe here, right? You can be a pass option. You can see all three players. Where are we at? So in terms of efficiency, be efficient with your movement too. So we just left our teammate to drive this ball into the opponent when we had enough boost to help him, and we could have been right there shooting that. If we're here, we speed up, and this ball is actually in our advantage. Or maybe not so much, but like you could still been here for a 50 or a shot, and that player, chances are, most likely gets scared that you're there. But he can see you. He's got the camera. He's got the good camera angle where he can see the interaction. He can see every single player, so he gets a good pop. And then we lead. No one's up to force. It's supposed to be 2-layer defense, and no one wanted to challenge here. Neither player. They both wanted to go back to net. I don't understand it. Somebody force the ball either high, and somebody, like, it's unorganized. And these guys are both duo queue teams. So, like, what is this communication? I'm sorry, but this does not look like Grand Champ 3 gameplay. It just doesn't. But it is. I mean, like I said, it is the end of the season. Not sure how serious these players are. I apologize if it sounds like I'm trying to, just be like a jerk. But I can assure you, I'm just upset at the quality of what Rocket League has become currently. So we can all be more efficient as players all around. So let's take a look at this goal now. It's just like we concede goals that we don't need to concede. We put ourselves on defense when we don't need to. We invite players to shoot when we don't have to. So again, I don't know what's going on in this post-kickoff situation. I don't know why he's trying to secure the ball and the boost. So why not? This is another problem of they don't want to leave the ball on 0 boost. Why not go get boost first, then play the ball? We're so scared of, like, the players about to shoot. I would rather, in this spot, he actually go get his boost first and then play the angle and the shot, because then he can clear to the corner. So he opens himself up to getting demoed because he gets this weird control, which in this spot, if you're going to roll it to the wall, why drive into it? You can jump and get above the ball and roll that down up the wall. And then you can secure that boost without getting threatened of a demo. It's a good pass from Gab anyway. And then we're just panicking again. So, okay, shot goes wide. Now what? Why are we like... You can see a player's about to line up a shot. Just relax. There's no composure. And then let's see what the other player did. He doesn't get boost. Instead of going to get pennies, is trying to wall dash. And we're following the play. Another big problem with this game. Why follow the play? Get a better angle. Literally get out of here and get some pads, whatever that looks like. Here. Get these pennies. And you could be cutting this ball out right here. You could be right here in the cut lane. So you're covering the pass to his teammate, and you're covering in case your teammate gets bumped in that spot. And you can clear it back into the corner where you and your teammate can take a clean possession into space where there is no opponent lurking. And then instead, we let them shoot. And then where does he go after he dives at this? Grabs the boost, can't get back. So it's bad by both players right there. Again, getting scored on is a team effort. All right, another post kickoff situation. See what happens. Go to net, 100 boost for what? So let's take a look at this. Okay, your teammate doesn't cheat and gets beat. 100 boost for what? So why in this spot? I do not understand. You can see that a player is about to come demo you. If you go to net, you make yourself an easy target. And for some reason, math doesn't go to secure the goal. Doesn't guarantee it. If you're going to go back here and chase, make sure you get the demo. Like, what? And he doesn't even have to because Gab panicked. I feel like I'm watching, like, I feel like Grand Champ has actually become champ rank now. Like, SSL is the new Grand Champ and Grand Champ is the new champ rank. Like, that's generally... I remember all this stuff that I'm currently, like, yapping and complaining about, and I know it sounds like I'm very bitter in this video, so I apologize for that. That's not the message I'm trying to get across. I'm just very, very passionate when it comes to, like, look, why are we doing this stuff? And the things that I'm complaining about is what people used to complain about Champ 2 back in the day. Champ 2 and Champ 3. So, like, it's ironic that it's come this far. So, again, we have 100 boost and we don't use any of it. I just don't understand. You can close the space down. If you think this player goes back and watches the replay and sees that memory lane has 0 boost in this spot, do you think he would change his thought process of how he goes for this ball? You can close that space down, and he had a heavy touch. And most likely he can't wrap that shot fast enough if you're going supersonic full speed boosting at him. And the shot was poor anyway. So it's like, why open yourself up to the angle and you open yourself up to the demo? So I was going to say, there's absolutely no way. If these players played it correctly, this is like a 99% a goal. If this was a higher level lobby, he would have been bumped or demoed, and that shot wouldn't have been placed at him. The ball shot at him too. But like, it's just ridiculous to concede that. So we've had what? 4 kickoff goals this game? and one normal goal. Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah, W challenge. Okay, so let's see how this play develops. So we're trying to do a 3v3 pass and then 2v2. You can see your teammates on 0 boost, and we're trying to pass that to him. And then we're pre-jumping and we're feathering boost. Feather, 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 feather. So if you're gonna play ball, which I think is the correct thing to do in this spot, right? You had a good read as well. Why make that harder for your teammate? The easier thing to do for your teammate in that spot is hit it into the corner. Because now this is your teammate's POV. Yippee! Like, come on, man. It just, this kind of stuff does not need to happen. But this is the kind of stuff that, like, I know it sounds annoying. And I know it's probably annoying to listen to. But at the same time, these are the exact things that are holding these players back from getting SSL. And I'd be curious. I should go like check all their tier ends and see if any of these players have been SSL. Let's see. Again, we're sitting in the net. Easy target. So how does this even happen? Okay, we have a boost advantage. We get the player to hit the ball away. It's a very good 50. Good demo. This is fundamental. This is great stuff. Right here. We literally don't force a challenge in the corner. We grab the boost, force it. Okay, maybe he did force the, but he's got enough presence to make Math hit this ball away, right? And now once he realizes that the ball's gone to his teammate, he's just lining up. You know, he's watching. He can see everything. He can see what interaction's about to happen. And Gab had a phenomenal play right here. Spaced well enough so he can follow up. He's not too far, not too close. And then he goes and punishes the player who's, for some reason, sitting in the net. So why not go up the wall there earlier before he closes that space down and you clear that? You boost up the wall right now. Go above him and get to that ball. But we're so scared of the bump that we get bumped anyway. We don't use the boost that we have. I don't understand. We invite them to score. Every time. Another typical thing of Grand Champ 3 rank, you know, when I play there start of the season, or like coming back from a break, is players don't know how to play a lead. They have a goal lead, and they don't know how to play a lead and like play safe and not concede. Like this is the kind of thing where I feel like they are now like trying to sit on this goal, because you can tell they've been on defense. They've had 2 saves right here, so they're probably slowing down and trying to waste time or whatever the case may be, play it safe. And it's to a detriment. It's always to a detriment. Because we just sit in the net. The best way to not let opponents score like this would be to be more aggressive. And don't give them possession. Don't give them boost. Make their lives hard. Make their possessions hard. And instead we're conceding the entirety of the pitch and just letting them do what they want. And that's what happens. So it's like, oh, we're safe. My teammate's in the net. He's got it. Yeah, dink it out. Another problem in GC3, dinks. Players are afraid to hit the ball. Instead of clearing it, we dink it straight to the opponent, who again has the easiest shot of his life. Oh, free shot, slot. And then this POV. Like, what are we doing here? Where's the threat detection? Make your teammate's life easier too here. Your teammate just screwed you over, but you could be there for that touch instead of in the net. You could be here, double jumping, dusting both of these players to the ball. But instead, we invite them to shoot. Like, that's what I don't understand. The whole net camping meta is, I don't know. It's like a plague to this game. I don't know where it comes from. It's like the uncertainty of knowing what's going on. Players just default back to, it's like back post rotate, like an old 2016 rotation video. And it's like no surprise, it's a kickoff goal at the end of the video. Like, I just, I don't even know what to say, man. I don't even know what to say. So if you guys are new to the series, please go watch the first video and compare that efficiency to this. Because, again, for those of you that are going to go in the comments and say, like, well, RLCS players are RLCS players for a reason. Right. You are correct for that reason. They are the most consistent at the game. But the decisions can be muscle memory. And the game can be a lot more simplistic than these players make it. And by doing the stuff that they're doing, they just overcomplicate. I don't even know what's going on here. It's 2025, almost 2026, and we're wave dash kickoff in GC3. Like, and then it's somehow like through this guy's car too. I don't even know, man. All right, so I went and TRN'd all of these players, and as you can see, memory lane has been only Grand Champ 3 peak. Math Couch has been 1826, which is GC3 peak. Sam Moten has been 1893, which SSL is 1875. And the Grand Champ 3 logo here means he didn't end that season as SSL. He ended as GC3. So he did hit the rank, and then it fell out of it. And Gab has also been 1813, which is GC3. So I think, you know, if by the off chance any of you players see this video, hopefully you guys can take it as constructive criticism and change how you guys are, you know, playing and going about your decision making. And I promise all 4 of you could get SSL. You guys are all very good players. I did not make that video in terms of like flaming you guys. I'm just pulling random replays and breaking down the decision efficiency. In the second episode, I broke down my own and I flamed my own. So I think it's something the entire community could get better at, and I don't think it's something that can be stopped, or something that can be it's something that can be continuously worked on as you go up levels in this game. So I apologize if my tone was poor in that video, but yeah. Alrighty guys, that's going to do it for episode 3 of Decision Efficiency. If you guys enjoyed this or want to see more content like this, let me know in the comments below. Please leave a like, share, and subscribe. Join the Discord and stay up to date with when I post or go live. If you guys want to show some extra support, you can use code BOOMA in the Fortnite and Rocket League shops. Much love as always. I'll see you guys in the next one or on stream. Peace.